Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
Bam! We also learned that Baba Yaga, her first name Baba, is short for Barbara.
It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Andersons were talking about Barbara Jagger when they say Baba Yaga. Because I was like, wait a minute. Hey.
The Moose Fest? Fuck yeah.
You have a Deer Fest and a Moose Fest? You have what?
One will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
I don't want it anymore. Lamp lady, please.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
Oops.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth.
What?
Oh,
That sounds pretty gross.
in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
No?
That about sums it up.
Dry heaving, huh?
Ouch.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
Yeah, dry heaving is not fucking fun.
She's the one in the song. The lady of the light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
Is the darkness here already?
Yeah, that was fast.
What's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent
Trust me with
Nightingale,
what?
Your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know.
No!
Oh my god!
My manuscript!
We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
I've got your guns.
I
and
need my
flashlights.
shotgun.
The lights out.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the news that made his mind reel.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the deja vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Oh, Wake. You silly bitch. You got Nightingale out of there.
Yes. Coffee. Which I'm drinking right now, by the way.
I am not. Strangely, I had enough earlier. Whew. Or at least I thought I did, as I start yawning.
Maybe when I get it halfway down, I'll throw some booze into it.
There we go.
Huzzah! Light!
Excellent. Give me my thing.
For just a moment, I thought one of those
What do I need to
pages
know?
was
What do you need?
gonna be a manuscript.
Hurt in the light, only in the light, and I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant.
Yes, my
I can get you there
shotgun.
pretty
She
quickly.
lives in a decommissioned power
Come on.
Yeah.
That's your friend.
Man, if I was haunted by like an ethereal darkness that could murder me,
Stay here.
I would definitely live in some place that could generate power.
I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
What?
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this?
I guess.
It's the Bookhouse Boys.
They knew something.
You guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
The White Lotus is on the case.
You'll come back, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al?
Yeah, just give it a shot. Got the door?
All right.
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
That's what that spooky
I'll
ladder
leave
was
you
for.
across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
I'm not dying, I swear. Remember when we found that ladder over here?
Yeah.
You can use this switch.
Oh,
Ow.
Jesus. Hiding in the fucking grass, you little bastards.
That just chunks of rock? What the
It's
fuck?
just goo.
Goo?
It's that goo stuff.
The darkness has become goo.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the deer.
Oh, I wonder if there's gonna be a giant
gonna
evil deer.
Fly at you. Yep, it's just goo.
Well, it'd be pretty cool if there was an evil float. I don't actually think that happens.
We need that deer for Deerfest still.
Yeah.
In light, they can hear you scream. In light, you can hurt them. We know!
They're just
That's-
reusing text at this point.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was looking around to see if maybe there was like a secret chest or something, but I don't think so. Oh, come on, it's almost waist high. You're
looks like he's
starting
trying.
to do it. Oh, look, a plane.
Get to the chopper. Or plane. I think you are trying to get to a chopper.
Was I supposed to land on that?
I didn't
That worked
realize-
out really well.
I didn't realize the lamp lady was going to live in a decommissioned power plant that you're apparently going to have to take a chopper to.
Yeah.
It's like that's just a thing that's known. Like, oh yeah, Cynthia? She lives in the decommissioned power plant. And you're okay with that? Is she squatting? Like, how?
Maybe
what?
she bought it.
Does she own it and just lives there? What's the deal? What's going on?
Also, what does your town use for power now that that one's decommissioned?
Yeah. Yeah, jumping seemed like the better choice.
Yeah, I
than
didn't
trying
want to walk over that tiny little stick.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this.
Yeah, you guys do live on a Lovecraftian horror, so that kind of makes sense.
Electrician? Hold on!
Ah, damn. That's smart.
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close. Our first stop.
Oh, everything's all hazy
We
now.
gotta get the keys first. Nope, all good. Too many.
Alright.
Too many bullets.
Oh,
You again. Oh, there's 3 of them. Real backup.
You use your shotgun ammo, and I'll just blast them with light. How about that? You got it!
There you go. They gotta get a little closer so she's less likely to miss. Reloading.
Come on. What are you shooting at?
There
you go. That was terrible shotgunning.
Hey, it worked. As long as it works, that's all that really matters. They get hit with the pellets, you used none.
Mm-hmm.
It's extra spooky over here for some reason.
Yeah, that's why I gotta come look.
Yeah.
There's some over
coffee,
here.
Manuscript pages, whatever.
Flare.
Oh, that works too.
Just one. But that's okay.
It's probably worth it.
We'll make up for that one I used on the truck. Alright. So I guess I'm just supposed to go down the street then.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to City Hall, I think she said?
Yeah. Alan, you really gotta get better on running.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it is a boss. Where are you going?
Watch, it's just the truck. The deer's gonna be left behind.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for them flankers.
I guess I should probably actually shoot this time.
Help out a little.
Yeah.
Or go a little faster, in case you have to deal with the truck. But it looks like the truck kind of just went and did its thing. And is done now.
Nice.
Get out of here, George.
Yeah, he kind of did look a little bit like George with the hat and everything.
Yeah.
Is there a chest over here? How far over here do I gotta go? I found
a long
coffee.
way, it looks like. Down the road, I think.
Probably is just down the road.
I have arrows from the lamp lady, and I want my... I saw yellow.
Oh?
On the stop sign.
So I guess this way.
Yep. Aha.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, a chest.
Give me the good stuff.
A flare gun. And some flare ammo. Worth it. Definitely worth
100% worth it. You're gonna need that to,
nuke something.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm coming. Sorry, Sheriff. Alan's not very good at cardio.
No. This is the one, it's one category where Max definitely has him beat.
Yeah. Max Payne knows how to actually run.
Forever. He pretty much only moves at a brisk jog.
Yeah.
Bright's Diner.
Ooh, maybe we can find something in here. Or behind it, off to the side or something. Yeah, I can go in. A bigger flashlight. That was worth it. Some ammo.
Oh, I think you can get inside the
yeah.
center now.
Yeah.
Get more coffee. Oh,
I see batteries.
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week, you can't remember?
Oh,
is that a page on the wall?
Yeah. Oh, that was the manuscript prompt.
Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial.
Not Barry!
Not Barry! Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't a ladder or something, was it?
In this
Nah,
house
just
we
pipes.
stand. Stan Barry.
Sorry, I have to check behind the place now.
I have to go on a quest to see if there's any
There
horror
could be
games.
coffee.
Any horror games with a character named Barry where I end up not liking Barry. Because Barry seems to always be
Yeah.
the best.
Barry always seems to turn out to be pretty
shit.
cool, actually.
Oh, I thought he had a chainsaw.
I did too, but nah. It's just one of these guys.
No.
Alright, they're taken care of. Nothing tucked away over here? Okay. Found some flares. Let's go. Oh, sorry. I can only run in like 15-foot bursts, and then I'm out of breath.
I mean, that's how I feel most of the time. Especially since I have been sick and like working out is just not happening.
Yeah, your lungs like don't work now.
Yeah. That's the worst thing about stamina training. Like, if you build up some muscle and then it gets a little flabby, that sucks. But you lift a few weights again, and in a week or two, it may not be quite where it was, but everything's a little taut and working again. Stamina, you drop off for 2 weeks, you're back
fucked.
down to 0.
Yeah.
You gotta start from scratch. Like, you might be able to take deeper breaths or whatever still, but like, I feel like you fall off the running train completely, in particular when it comes with like running long distance for cardio training. Ow.
Ah.
Stop.
You wanna get that guy too while I'm reloading? Maybe?
And
Possibly?
Also reloading. There you go.
There we go.
Thank you.
Just took a little burst. Fucking maze of outhouses out here. What the hell? No. Oh.
What? Oh.
I mean, that worked, but I was trying to open this. It was okay, just a little bit.
That would have come in useful, but oh well.
Yeah, whatever.
You have someone with an infinite shotgun, so
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
it's not the craziest.
I thought for sure there'd be like coffee in there or something. Really? George?
Oh no.
No. I am busy. Turning the sound off too. Okay. Back to what I'm supposed to be doing. Oops.
It's okay, I'll figure out what's going on.
Yeah, text him and see if it's important or
We'll
something.
find out. But I'll try to pay
Of course he
attention
called
to
again.
both. Find
Oh.
out what's happening.
Wait, over here! There's light!
Gil Cisneros wants my money.
Ah, yeah.
It's that time of year.
Ammo dump. Okay.
I have a key. Watch my back, Wade.
Oh, okay. Nothing was happening at first. I got a little confused.
It's an ambush. Are the Taken smart enough to ambush? Well, I guess he's wrote the ambush in probably, so
Yeah.
you know, whatever. I'm still trying to decide if I should check out Breath of the Waifu.
Breath of the Waifu.
Yeah. Genshin Impact is out, and by the time this is up, has been out for a while. And,
Chainsaw!
There's the chainsaw. Watch out for the, that.
Yeah.
They are noisy! Because I'm hearing many surprisingly good things. MiHoYo must have, like, infinite money from, Honkai 3rd Impact.
Mm.
and that it's surprisingly good, and also has multiplayer, so... Even though it's not a traditional MMO or a traditional gacha game, the fact that you've got an open world action RPG that with multiplayer is a promising value proposition that's free.
That is pretty cool.
And there's, even though it's a gacha game, there's not a lot of gacha because there's only like 23 characters. I think
So what is this exactly? I'm not very familiar with it.
Genshin Impact.
Okay.
You not remember articles about what's this weird Chinese Breath of the Wild clone?
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. So it looks and moves a lot like Breath of the Wild. However, it isn't like the same kind of fun physics sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a straight, like it looks a lot like it.
God
and
damn it.
the freedom of movement and exploration is the same. Like, you know, you can just climb anything so long as you have the stamina for it. But the main gameplay is built around action RPG combat, and not quite the same.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box.
Ugh,
but you should be
sounds
able to
dangerous.
jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building.
So, you know,
the main
damage
entrance.
numbers are like a big thing.
Yeah.
And an elemental combination system.
Okay.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again. But meanwhile, it would be...
So yeah,
difficult to
what I
recapture
believe the basic plot is, you play as two twins, and they're your starting characters, who get isekai'd into a medieval fantasy
The
world.
message was from Barry. He was getting word
Okay.
And
he wanted us
then
to-
you just go and quest in a massive, you know, free-roaming Breath of the Wild clone-ish way.
And what was it
But
called?
Genshin Impact.
And
And it's available
free.
on everything.
Upstairs,
Yeah,
wait.
for mobile, for
I'm just gonna
PlayStation
take a
4,
quick
for
look.
PC.
All right. Ooh, Night Springs.
Freedom. A fusion of vigilance, conscience, and uncompromising clarity of vision. A need so fundamental, it permeates our very being. And yet, a man may be brought to his knees in a single heartbeat. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, taken in his prime. For young Manny, the night hasn't been kind. He's a marked man, selected for a lifetime of servitude after answering an ad in a newspaper. But first, a little field surgery is required.
No!
What I found. Please, no!
Yeah, I think you're just about ready for it.
Best if you don't resist this, kid. You gotta beat it out.
What is this, Harvester? What's going on?
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a job in the service industry.
Wow, you're gonna
Is it the sweet meat?
Yes.
Please! There it is! It's coming out now.
What?
Right between the self-esteem and the childhood traumas. What are you doing to me?
Pittsburgh. There, I got
Free will is a goo that's inside of you.
What was that? Oh, nothing for you to worry about, Manny. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. We'll tell you all about
One of us. One of us.
another vacant worker ant, birthed in fury and violence for the pleasure and convenience of ruthless and malicious men. Stranger Things.
Fucking
So,
hell.
the thing that remains to be seen is, well, A, it's a new game. So, what I've been waiting for is to find out, because I don't know anyone who's beaten it yet, is to find out if the upper limit on weapon upgrades is going to require insane amounts of grinding for the game to be playable, or if it just helps. Because it is still a gacha game.
Yeah.
Which mostly just gives you characters, but there's like repeatable quests and like multiplayer dungeons and things that change, like, there's some things in the game that change daily that help upgrade specific weapon types.
Okay.
And so you might miss out on upgrades for certain characters if you're not, logging in every day and grinding stuff out. But,
yeah, because they want to try to bring people back as much as possible.
Yeah.
So.
And the other issue is that...
Now, this is for consoles and PC? Is
It's
it for the
everything.
phone as well?
Yes.
Wow, it really is for everything then. Oh. Dodging through a guy doesn't really work.
Yeah, I've heard it's a little annoying on PC. It runs fine.
I thought I had the pistol equipped.
The UI elements are a little big because it is a phone game as well. Even though it's going to look probably a lot better than the phone version. Well, you know what? I don't know. They might be expecting people who play it on phone be playing it on nice phones, and it may have, crazy graphic scaling options.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good. Like, it looks like Breath of the Wild, like when you mod the Wii U version,
Okay.
on a on an emulator.
I think I'll stick with the shotgun. I've got 18 shots for it, so...
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a very different game. There's not as much fun physics stuff that you could do with like Breath of the Wild. It's really just a clone of the sort of environment, general look, and being able to climb and glide all over the place.
Okay.
The main combat, although there are some similar animations, is more using magic and elemental weapons.
Why isn't he inside?
Barry's getting attacked by everything.
And you have like a full 4-person party that you hot swap between.
Barry, look out! Barry, move!
Good. I'm glad you saw that.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. So you get all sorts of interesting...
We can meet him in the back.
It's a lot like the interplay you would see in Breath of the Wild, but it's all based around like combat magic. So like, you haven't played Breath, but
no,
I'm sure you know.
I've
like,
seen it though.
You can like early in the game, there's a segment where one of the common solutions to get to the other side of a thing before you have a bunch of tools and things is just chop down a tree and use it to walk across the ravine.
Yeah.
You can't do that kind of stuff in this game.
Okay.
But you can do similar stuff using the It's Not Recorded, when Bright Falls was first formed as a nameless trading post, but it became a town when the Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate nearby in 1878. It was then that Hubert Biltmore, a fur trapper, and Amos Gunderson, a pioneer from Tacoma, decided to build a post office, saloon, and hotel, all operating from the same building. It was through the efforts of these two men that Bright Falls became the permanent and thriving town it is today.
All right.
So, like, for example, water and ice magic will combine to make, like, weird permanent ice structures. Maybe not permanent, but, like, you can make ice bridges. Or if you use a tornado spell and it either catches some fire, or you use fire magic, or swing a fire sword within the tornado, it'll become a fire tornado and cause havoc everywhere. So there's a lot of interplay there, which I imagine works in co-op as well. But I don't know if, like, the upper regions of the game are going to require insane grinding to deal with.
Okay.
Because that's not a problem in Breath of the Wild, because there's no grinding. Numbers are other sort of grinding, but everything's based on your equipment in Breath of the Wild. It's like, are you wearing good equipment, and do you have hearts from playing through the game?
We can make it through the bookstore.
Or more
Wheeler should
stamina.
be waiting for us in the backyard.
Get the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll...
Oh, we've killed a lot of somebody.
There's a lot of dead people, Doc. Sorry to disappoint you.
He's got a point, Wake.
Can I drive any of the cars?
It's okay, they're just missing.
No.
They're all just missing. Everyone's missing.
They do turn into dust. So...
has a bigger ratio of missing people per capita than Moriocho. Alan Wake just wanted to live a quiet life.
Okay, so that's where I'm supposed to go. That's definitely progress. Looks like it's all just empty over here.
Yeah, where did she run off to?
It's through here.
Books? Okay,
yeah.
Into the store. It just had the... I was respecting the closed sign and was like, I can't go in there, it's closed.
So I'm probably supposed to go...
Yeah,
They're really taking advantage of your
those weekly rentals are expensive. Unless it's unlimited rentals.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing. Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light
so there is one major downside to this game that I'm talking about, that I know about for sure, particularly for PC. Kernel level, always on de novo, anti-cheat.
Oh, yeah.
So, if the anti-cheat fucks up, it's a little system intense for anti-cheat. It's caused performance issues in games, but that's the not so bad side effect.
I don't see Barry.
Look, wait, maybe that's him.
What's bad is that it's level of system access. Everyone's bitched about de novo before, or any especially
I've heard a lot.
Not just
about
de
it.
novo, but like any system level
anti-cheat. Pretty much always sucks.
Is a well, it doesn't suck. I mean, it does for a...
Whenever you hear about them, it's always like,
yeah,
this thing's a resource hog, and my game should run fine, but this thing's running in the background, and it's fucking everything up.
The anti-cheat fritzed out and bricked my system.
Yeah, or that.
That's one of the main issues with the system level. But second, like, I understand why there's going to be... It's weird because it's more of a DR. Usually this is more of a DRM thing, but this is a free game. But like, I'd understand why you'd want anti-cheat because this has a multiplayer function. And any multiplayer game needs some sort of anti-cheat. But you're right. When you hear about anti-cheat, it's because it's anti-cheat gone wrong.
If it's working, you probably won't even know what it's called. That's what I know about anti-cheat programs.
And I could be wrong. I might just be thinking about the anti-cheat and throwing de novo DRM into there because I heard of some other story recently about fucking de novo sucking, which is also very viable. Like, I'm not cross-referencing my info here, so I could be combining two awful things in my head.
Yeah.
But yes, Genshin Impact does have a system level nonsense thing, so it might be worth checking out on not PC if you're going to check it out.
Gotcha.
If you're paranoid about that. And
yeah,
MiHoYo,
I don't think I want...
probably spyware, but everything's spyware for everyone.
Yeah.
So.
This is
this
true.
Day and age.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth.
I have given you courage through my stories, Barry.
I have baked beans, flare guns, and crowbars. Did you see Barry wearing like armor made of crowbars?
You're just slipping them through like a vest or something.
A barrel full of crowbars. Sunday? Church events. Okay.
I was looking to see if there was anything weird in here, but not really. It's all pretty normal.
Choir of Watery Visit, bake sale. Yeah, Sunday school.
The Choir of Watery Visit is a little suspicious.
It sounds funky. I'm sure it's very innocent. It's just a choir.
They're communing with the deep ones.
Yeah. Firearms are prohibited.
Please don't bring your guns
to church.
concealed into church. Open carry is fine, but don't leave your pistol in your pocket.
A piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
What the fuck?
No, a wave.
You guys gonna...
Not the wave.
There we go.
But yeah, I don't know if I want to play another gacha game is the problem.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Because I'm playing 3.
Oh, jeez.
I don't play them every day. Like, I only actively play 1. But I do have 2. I have Landgrisser, and, because I'm a huge fucking Landgrisser mark. Although I haven't picked up the 1 and 2 remake yet. Well, sort of a remake. And SMT's DX2 on my phone for when I'm occasionally need to pass some time. But I haven't logged into them. I logged into DX2, you know, once yesterday, waiting for you to arrive.
Yeah.
And it's been weeks since I played anything else. My main, like... Oh god, you're getting awfully stabbed.
I got comboed there.
Watch out for the guy on your left. Oh, he ain't popped yet. Does it say, is there 2 of them?
Yeah, it's two of the really fast guys
Carl
with a good
Stuckies,
amount of darkness.
Whee! Look at those frames on his run. There we go.
There we go.
So I still play GBO most days. GBO 2.
GBO is really fun. I haven't played it in a long time though.
Well, we're real late UC now. Well, not real late. There's no unicorn or anything like that, but up in the high cost range, you know, we've got Double Zeta, we've got Cubily.
Yeah.
We've got the Bawoo most recently.
The Bawoo.
Yeah. If you want to pretend to be Glemmy Toto. Lots of Double Zeta stuff.
Why?
The Palace Athene. Everyone's waiting for the O. Hoping the O shows up.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets.
But yeah, with the problem with gacha games, like with the high level of engagement, and it's same for regular-ass MMOs and similar types of games, like the more multiplayer-focused instance games like Monster Hunter or
There's no way
even
going
like the original Phantasy Star Online is like, man, is it a time investment?
Yes, they are.
Or, like, the reason I can play GBO most days is I pop on, and the nature of the game is just quick multiplayer matches, so I do my dailies.
You spend an hour in and you've done, like, everything.
And I'm done, and it's been a fair amount of gameplay. And when the events come around, if you play every day, you pretty much will finish them. Unless there's something in the event that's particularly hard to do.
Okay, now please shoot him.
But, like, the rest of my gaming time is spent on, you know, working through stuff that I want to beat.
Yeah.
So I don't see a way, unless people want to start playing it together, that I'm going to get dragged into. As much as I'm curious about checking it out, and a lot more people are playing it than... Because now that the word of mouth is going around, they're like, oh, it's not Breath of the Wild at all. It just looks and moves like it.
Yeah.
So it's been a big talking point, and people are, you know, kind of blown away by how much is in the game and it being a free game. A lot like I was when Let It Die came out.
You made me curious.
Yeah. I mean, like...
Oh, thanks, Barry.
Although it's not really Breath of the Wild, but the value of...
Look at this Christmas lights.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
But, like, if you tell me a game is
it.
Breath of the Wild but multiplayer, you know, just running around a giant open world,
yeah,
fucking up goblins, and looking for weird stuff, That's another good thing about the progression, is everything gives you progression. You don't have to be necessarily good at combat.
You just go do stuff.
If you do anything, you find weird stuff, you talk to people, like a lot of the exploration stuff. And doing little puzzles, like the equivalent of Korok puzzles. Like trying to tell if it's a cat or a raccoon. I think it's supposed to be a cat. With its eyes... No, it might be a raccoon.
Does it have like a sensor bar over its eyes?
I thought it was like it's either a cat with a sensor bar or it's an actual raccoon.
It might be a raccoon.
Someone has a pet raccoon. It wouldn't be.
Is that why they posted the missing sign on a trash can? Has this little fucker raided your trash cans recently?
Yeah.
He's technically a pet.
But yeah, man, everything counts toward progression, which is nice.
Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die.